Okay, so I'm in half guard. Now I 2-on-1. I get my duck and I'm all the way to here. But he's still trying to reach for a crossface. He's still trying to reach, but it's just his hands. Okay? And again, this is with his knees closed. His knees are open. That means I have freedom of movement and I can start hip escaping to his back. Right? So he's here and he's got this crossface. If you look up and you keep trying to go get strong with the crossface, it's gonna force you down. So continue to look into your armpit, try and crossface me. See how he can't crossface me, guys? Now, when Jordan really tries to crossface me, notice his hips and his back are gonna move. Keep going for the crossface. See how that happens? Look, he goes right into the sweep because he lifted his hips up. Right? He started to reach back for that crossface and he makes his posture start to tilt. I'm here, duck, I'm underneath. He's reaching for that crossface. I look into my armpit. I start to hip bump, and then he releases my knee to spread his knees. I move, throw the elbow, and I'm strong enough to withstand the crossface, and I'm up on his back. So you gotta understand the two-part move, but we'll do the drilling one at a time right now, okay? So again, this is based off of him not allowing me to hip escape. For you beginners, like controlling this thigh of mine that Jordan's doing is very big. Even if I were to get my knee out, Jordan may want to control it with his knees, his hand, he may want to stuff it, get his knee over it, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Because this can mean I get my closed guard, I fight with my feet, I get my hands out, I get my butterfly guard. That's what happens when my knee escapes his half guard, right? So, first one, I'm up like this. He goes to cross-face me, and I start looking down. And I wait, because I know that this knee's gonna either come away from my stomach or it's gonna stay squeezing me. So as I continue to tuck my head more, I put myself more into the position. You gotta keep your knee squeezed, Jordan. And then I'm able to just turn him over just by his movement. Okay, I pull him all the way up and release that back. Or I release that hip grab right before I fall, and I come to grabbing his hips and my elbow in the armpit like I'm going into a turning in pass. Okay?
Are you not landing in 50-50? That like, does he not have the same thing now? After you just sweep him over?
Yes, that's why I'm trying to put my hips back, land in that turning in pass, crush his head, and change the position a little bit. What Garrett's saying, guys, is like, essentially, he can reach up and grab my back, yeah, and he can sweep me, but I'm in the same position. We used to do a warm-up drill like this, and then Jordan sweeps me, right? So we want to stop that movement, right, guys? We want to stop that movement, so that's why at the end, I try and squish him and make his arms kind of go like this, and my hips get higher, and my arms, or my chest is across his chest like this, and not down at his waist, okay? So, knees are pinched together. Arm comes out, elbow comes underneath. I feel him start to crossface. I tuck and look into my armpit. It doesn't matter if I'm on my hand, guys. It could be on my elbow too. The more that I feel him lift and try and go for the crossface to bring me over, that's where I have my sweep. And see how I remove my hand. I'm already pushing back like this to flatten him out. I also want you guys to notice I'm pushing back like this. I didn't push back like this. Watch Jordan grab my arm. Yeah, I'm jacked. Getting all kind of cross body movements, you see? So I don't want to give that space for him to grab. I'm like this when I do it, right? Especially guys like me, Evan, Jordan, we're long for our weight class. So we're like, oh, thanks for the elbow. You know what I mean? So you can grab it real easy. All right, so again, 2-on-1, elbow frame, we're pretty used to that. He reaches, I tuck and look, right? And then I bump him over, look at the release. Boom, release. Hiding my elbow, I'm not like this. Inside my own leg. In the beginning, I could also be like just my elbow, trying to get my knee out. I want my knee out. I just don't want to be here. When I have my knee through, he has the hook thread. Yeah, don't worry about your right leg. He has the hook, don't worry about your right leg. He has the hook thread, you see that? So essentially he can get to my back. See that? So I don't want that. So when my knee is through, he has that hook. When I get my knee through the quads, he no longer has the back take. He has the back take, it is not. Has the back take, it is not. Make sense, guys? Sure. Last time. Good to go? Back and forward. Ready, set.